You don't even see how good this is about to get for you in this romantic connection. And you might not even know this person yet. I feel like this is somebody who you're trying to call in, or maybe it's a newer person for you. But with the Two of Crystals, what I'm getting is that you are kind of detached from what your heart really wants because you haven't been getting what your heart really wants. I had gotten the Nine of Wands, the Five of Wands, the Self card, and then the Two of Crystals. And I feel like what's happened is I think I'm actually reading for a woman who dates men, and that you have started to get this perspective of like kind of like all men like, and that men don't do like things in dating, and that like there's not like any good men left out there. It's like those types of mentalities that are like blinding you from this possibility. And I think, I mean, to be fair, I feel like you have had a lot of experiences that have validated that belief, but I'm getting that like there's somebody out there for you that is going to live you the right way, because on the bottom of the deck I had gotten the Ace of Cups and then the King of Cups, and then I also see, oh my god, I didn't even keep going. I saw the Fool card, and then I was like, let's record, and then I see the Four of Wands and the Ace of Wands. Okay, this is beautiful. This is a new beginning. Like I said, you literally might not even know this person yet. I feel like this is something that you're calling in, but what I'm getting is like you're the type of person who, it's like you just wanted somebody to just do something as simple as like sending good morning and good night texts. And this person, this King of Cups, this person is going to do so much more. Like they will not go, once you're actually like seeing them, they're not going to go a day without telling you good morning, good night. Once you start saying I love you, like they're not going to let a day go by where they don't tell you I love you. And it's not just like good night texts. Like that's like such a bare minimum effort. And I feel like you're used to like less than the bare minimum, honestly. Like the bar is on the floor and you're like, I get it. It's been rough out there for you, but this person, like they're going to call you to say goodnight. They're going to call you to say, I love you. Like if you text them, they're going to pick up the phone to call you to respond. And this is the kind of situation where like, you're going to like that. Okay. If you're somebody that's like, oh my God, I don't want them to call me, like then that they're going to speak to you in the way that you need to be spoken to, where you feel seen and heard and everything. Cause I see the Strength card as well. So like, this is really like getting in touch with like your inner self, and they see what your deep needs are, and they want to meet those needs for you. They really want to show up in this very loving way. They want to speak to you in the way that you need to, and that's why they are doing this. I'm also getting this person is a very prayerful person. That's a very specific way of saying it. That's not how I normally talk, so that seems like, yeah, maybe that's how you talk or that's how they talk, but they're a prayerful person. I'm not getting that they're necessarily religious though. So yeah, it's like a spirituality, like it seems like they've really worked on their relationship with however they view their higher power, and then that's why they are very intentional with their prayers. And I think that's also why they really care about like calling you to say goodnight, because they almost view that as like part of prayer in a way. Like it's like a spiritual intention to make sure that like they are speaking to you and thinking about you as like the last thing that they do before they go to sleep and the first thing that they do when they wake up, because it's like very intentional. Like they are prioritizing you, and that feels very new and different for you, and you deserve this. The fact that the Four of Wands had come out is also making me think that this can become a really like great long-term committed relationship. So I want to look more at that energy in detail. Let's go to a part 2. This person is so loving and wants to build a really great relationship on solid footing, and they are so intentional about how they do that. They pray about you. They want to call you to say goodnight. They want to call you to tell you that they love you once you start saying those things. Like they are so intentional. They want to build a life with you. And I'm getting, it's also sweet because it's like, you know, at first they'll text you goodnight, right? Then they're gonna pretty quickly get to like calling you to say goodnight. Then once you start saying I love you, like they're gonna call you to say I love you. Like they don't want to just send it in a text. Like they want to hear your voice. They want you to hear their voice because they want to. They like that intention is important. There's like a lot of this like throat chakra energy, and even I'm seeing like with the Ace of Cups, this color. You know, cups is heart, but this color is your throat chakra color. And oh my gosh, I'm just seeing now the Queen of Crystals on the bottom of the deck, which is also like air sign energy. It's like this throat chakra energy. They really want to speak this because they're so intentional with how they do things. They're a very intentional person. Okay. I also keep seeing 101. That might be a synchronicity for you. I was also getting that it's not just about that they're like on the phone with you all the time, because they have, and 111, oh my gosh, I just realized my timer was at 111 and it's 111 as I'm recording this. Okay, so this might be something that you're manifesting, especially because we also have 2 aces out here also. So this might be something that isn't even in your energy yet, but this is something that you can manifest forward. But I'm getting that like they are very intentional. So it's not just that you're spending like all your time with them on the phone like all the time. They call with a purpose, and then like you both kind of keep going on with your day. I do feel like you are... These people each seem to have their own places that they live. Like you might have a roommate, but I'm just getting that like you don't live with family or anything like that is what I'm getting. Okay, but I just want to look more into the long-term relationship possibilities, especially with the 4 of Wands here. So thank you, Spirit. Let's take a look at the long-term possibilities for this person who's so intentional with you and wants to, you know, call to tell you good night and tell you that they love you and everything like that. By the way, my name is Beth, and I do offer trauma-informed intuitive tarot readings at the link in my bio if you ever are interested in getting a personal reading. I don't DM you. Okay, so what I'm getting is that kind of how I talked about in part 1, where you have really just like had these beliefs about how especially men aren't going to like meet your needs, or like you just feel like it's like the bar's on the floor. I see the 10 of crystals coming out crossed, and so to me it's like showing you that like, look, this is actually how things get better for you. You might have had trauma in the past, because the fact that I even mentioned that I do trauma informed intuitive tarot readings, like that seemed, I don't know, I don't always say that I do trauma informed. It always is, but that might be important to you. Okay, like that you probably come from maybe having like some traumatic type of like romantic relationships. And with the 10 of crystals, so I'll just show it this way, you can see like this is somebody who's really been hurt like multiple times. With the fact that it's coming out crossed, it's like the sun is coming up, the sun is going to be rising, and the sun is rising in this relationship to show you that like all of the things that you went through in the past, it doesn't have to keep on happening anymore. And I'm just seeing like this possibility of really great long-term commitment. Ace of Stars. Now we have 3 of the aces out here also. So again, this might be something that you're manifesting. But this is somebody with the King of Crystals coming out who is very intentional, like I was saying. And so like this person is going to lead the way for you. I feel like you have maybe not felt like you could trust men. Again, this really does feel like a gendered reading, okay? I feel like you have felt like you couldn't trust men to take the lead, and you are feeling much differently with this person. Like they are breaking down these walls, these barriers that you set up with the 9 of Wands and the 5 of Wands that we saw in part 1 that allow you to have a better connection. It scares you a little bit, because I think you're scared to trust, but that's part of something that you have to do here, okay? Yeah, okay, I feel like we need to tap into a little bit on advice for you, so that of like how to call this in and how you're gonna feel, like, and how you'll feel will be part of how you can like manifest this. So let's do that in a part 3. This man is so intentional with you because he's so intentional in everything that he does. So when he makes an offer to you, he means it. He says what he means what he says. He follows through. He has a whole plan of how to like lead you into this type of connection. And what you're struggling with is believing that somebody can be like this, because I feel like you're just surrounded so much with probably content, even on TikTok, of like, you know, kind of how crappy men are sometimes. Like that's what I'm getting. And I feel like you have to kind of like fix your algorithm maybe, and check your thoughts on this, because I feel like you're blocking this out. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. It's like you can stay in that cycle of like believing that like all men are bad and like no one is gonna be like this, or you can start to follow creators who have these like really loving relationships and surround yourself with people who actually like see the beauty that can happen in relationships with men, because I feel like that's something that you're struggling with, and you can manifest this connection coming forward. We have a lot of aces out: Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, Ace of Stars. So I want to talk more about how you'll feel if you really do allow this connection to come through, because right now your heart is feeling very blocked off from this possibility, but you have to allow it to come in if you really want it to come in. And I feel like deep down you do want this. Okay, so how will this person feel if she really lets in this possibility? Queen of Stars. you'll feel safe and secure and still grounded. You're still in your power, but this is the first time we got a queen card out. So it's really like allowing yourself to get into this space where you can receive this, right? And look at, she's holding this star that was offered to her. The Ace of Stars being offered by this King of Crystals. She's holding that star. I think that's significant. So what you have to do is allow yourself to find safety in your nervous system to manifest this. You have to feel safe in receiving this type of love and attention. And I think that you start doing that by giving it to yourself. And again, like seeing around you, like what you're consuming, and that includes TikTok content, what you're consuming, and even like how you talk with your friends, that influences your thoughts here. If you just keep on sitting in the like place of men don't do this, then it's hard to call it in. So this is believing that not only will somebody send you good morning and good night texts and communicate with you whenever you want, in a healthy way, but they're gonna call you with intention. They call you to say goodnight. They call you to say I love you. They say I love you and they mean it. Then when eventually you live together, like they are regularly telling you that they love you, and they're communicating their actual feelings with you. And it's not just simply saying goodnight or I love you. It's the meaning, the feeling behind it, and you can like relax and trust into this. I think that's the main thing of like how to call this in. Let's see if there's any final message. Empress, you have to step into this Empress power, ability, but she is open to receiving. She is open to receiving from this King of Cups, who wants to say goodnight, wants to say I love you, who calls her, who's intentional. This King of Crystals who is going to lead the way in a way that she can relax into and be her divine feminine self and really receive this abundance of love. That's what you need to do, and you can manifest this connection in, and again, you deserve it.